Cornhusker Nation, Nebraska football. Today I'm talking about the top NFL draft prospects from our previous team. Even though we went 3-8, I think we got a lot of guys that could end up playing on Sunday. So today we're going to talk about those guys. There's about 5 or 6 that I think could end up, on an NFL team. Before we get into today's video, though, if you're new and you haven't subbed yet, do me a quick favor. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Hit that sub button for me, all right? I cover all sports, and now I even cover Nebraska Cornhusker football. Okay, I was born and raised in Omaha, Nebraska, and I thought, if I'm going to have this YouTube channel where I talk about all different sports, I got to cover the biggest sports team in Nebraska, and that's Cornhusker football. So today, we're talking about the top NFL draft picks, or prospects, you could say, in our team from last year, okay? Before we get into that, though, I want to say shout out to Scott Frost. The team currently finished 11th in the transfer portal rankings. You guys know I was critical on Scott Frost, and I even said he should have been fired a few times last year. We've moved past that, though, and, I'm on the Scott Frost train, and I think he's done a great job in the offseason, okay? Although Nebraska was dead last in high school recruiting in the Big Ten, they finished 11th in the transfer portal recruiting. So you can't really be too mad at Scott Frost. In my opinion, I'd rather finish higher in the transfer portal recruiting than in the high school, because you're getting guys with experience that have played at the next level. Keep in mind, some guys didn't play that much at their previous school, and that's why they're transferring. Some guys might have had a couple of off-the-field issues, academic issues. But at the end of the day, a lot of these guys that are coming in from the transfer portal were either 3, 4, or 5 stars. So I got to give it up to Scott Frost. I can't wait to see what these transfer portal guys do. A lot of quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, cornerbacks coming in. Okay, if you guys are interested in those videos, I talked about a lot of those transfer portal guys in the past month, so go check those videos out. I wish those guys nothing but the best. But now let's look at the next 5 or 6 guys that could end up playing in the NFL from this previous team, okay? You guys know I was critical. 3-8, you can't really get around that, all right? And to be honest, when I made this video, I thought to myself, gosh, we had a lot of good players last year outside of these guys. I think next year there's going to be even more guys that go to the NFL than 5 or 6. All right, the first guy, Cam Taylor-Britt, corner. He's as tough as they come. Played in the Senior Bowl this last weekend, and, I could see him going 5th or 6th. I don't think he's going to end up a free agent. He's got some good footage. I think NFL teams are going to end up picking him up in the later rounds. Best of luck to Cam Taylor-Britt. Then probably the biggest name coming from Nebraska, in my opinion, Jojo Doman, linebacker. He played in the Senior Bowl. A lot of people think this was our best player overall, okay? He can play safety in the NFL, but we'll see how high he actually gets drafted. I'm going to go with probably 3rd round, 4th round. By the way, let me know in the comments on all these guys where you think these players will go. I want to hear from you guys, okay? Next player, Austin Allen, tight end. Okay, he's got good hands. He can block. I think this guy will definitely be playing on Sundays. I'd probably go 4th or 5th round if I'm being generous. But I think he ends up getting picked up by somebody. So best of luck to Austin Allen. I thought he played well last year, and he did enough to kind of show NFL teams that he's ready to play on Sundays. So best of luck to you, Allen. And then we got Torre as the wide receiver. Okay, he didn't get invited to the Combine, but he had 5 catches and 2 TDs in the Shrine Bowl. So maybe some teams, he's on their radar now. We'll see what happens. The guy has a big frame, 6'3", probably runs around a 4'6", 4'5". So he can probably end up playing on Sundays too. Might end up as a free agent. I think he gets picked up in the draft. Again, wish Torre nothing but the best. I really think he can end up playing on Sundays. He was a transfer portal guy. I think if we keep getting some of these really high-end transfer portal guys, Nebraska is going to end up being that program where guys look to, after they're in JUCO, or after they're not getting enough playing time, or, after they make a mistake and have to leave their school. Maybe a bunch of guys from Last Chance U will end up coming. All right, but then we look at the last DN from Nebraska, Ben Silly, no combine also, but he was in the Shrine Bowl, had 7 tackles. Okay, he'll probably end up as a free agent. No disrespect to him, but I don't really see him getting drafted. Maybe he does enough in the offseason to kind of, get on some radars. But I think he can play on Sundays. He'll probably just go as a free agent, okay? And the last guy who didn't play in any of the All-Star games, no Shrine Bowl, no Senior Bowl, Cam Jurgens will probably get picked up, in my opinion, 4th or 5th round. I think he's done enough at Nebraska to kind of show he's ready as well. I wish I wish all these guys nothing but the best. I think they can all play at the next level, all 6 of these guys that I've listed. But I think next year we're going to have even more than 6. I'm guessing 10, 11, 12 guys from next year or from this upcoming team in 2022 are going to end up in the NFL. But let me know in the comments below who you guys think is going to be the top NFL draft pick out of this previous class. I think a lot of these guys had a great year. It's unfortunate they had to go 3-8 and didn't get to play in a bowl game. Hopefully we change that moving forward. Scott Frost will hopefully get to his first bowl game. So a couple of these guys can get some more exposure at the end of the year, all right? I would have loved to see all these guys play in a bowl game, get some more exposure, maybe end up on an NFL radar. But I think a lot of these guys have done enough to kind of show that they're ready. And I wish them nothing but the best. Guys, let me know in the comments below, though. Again, if you think all these guys will end up in the draft. I appreciate Nebraska football, Cornhusker Nation, you guys for tuning in today. Again, if you're new and you like Nebraska content, do me a quick favor before you go. Hit that sub button and keep an eye out for a video coming Saturday. I'm going to talk about the current O-line. A lot of people in the comments have been saying, we have a lot of talent on offense. The only issue is the O-line. So keep an eye out for a video on that coming this Saturday on the O-line. I'm also going to make a video giving my Super Bowl prediction. So if you guys are trying to gamble this weekend, make sure you watch that video as well. But thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. And until next time, I'm out.